So, something funny happened to me while I was recording this video, or trying to get it set up to film. As you remember, I reviewed the Go Gamer Portable by Dream Gear, or My Arcade, whoever made it. And it was a very cool console. I think my favorite out of the handheld consoles I reviewed thus far, but there are consoles that actually rip off that style of gameplay. Like this one right here is legitimately just the Go Gamer, but in a horizontal format rather than the vertical. And this one is made by Dream Gear. So this is just them trying to make two consoles, but they're the same console. This one is not made by Dream Gear, but this legitimately has the exact same games on it. What I was going to do was say the title was going to be the many copies of Go Gamer, the many copies of Go Gamer, something like that. But this one, when for the life of me, whenever I put batteries in it, it never works. The only way to work is to plug it into the thing, and if it's just a Go Gamer, it's just not worth showing you guys. And this one, the batteries do work, but it is for some reason broken. I don't know how that happened. Somehow that happened. I couldn't tell you how it happened, but these will not be the topic of today's reviews. These were supposed to be two reviews saying the many copies of Go Gamer portables, but that's not going to be the case. What we're still instead going to be reviewing is this, which is another Dream Gear product, which is way cooler. So I'll show you in a second. Okay, we are back. Finally, we can review this thing. Was not supposed to be the topic of today's video, but of course, why not, right? Here we go. Turn the volume up a bit. Okay, so this one has completely original games for the most part. Where's Curly Monkey 1? Anyways, I'm just gonna be playing some of these games for you to give you my, full-on review. So it sucks to Go Gamer that that handheld broke, but I would have had to plug one of them into a wall and film that way because the batteries never worked. And the other one's screen just broke, but it's just the same thing as the Go Gamer. There's really nothing too special about those two. At first I'm sure I was going to do separate reviews of them both, but then I was like, it's better to just put them together and say the many, rip-offs of the Go Gamer. Because that's exactly what they are. I guess there's a resetting button right here. Could have just pressed that. But yeah, there's, the very typical games that you would ever find on here. Curly Monkey 1. And this one seems a lot more simplistic. I'm not sure why Curly Monkey 2 came first. And I'm also not sure why the gameplays are not very similar with one another. Superhero. Ain't that a title? And a box art. Either way, it is quite literally a superhero game. Nothing too spectacular, just your stereotypical NES kind of gamey. It's a lot better than the other games, NES things that are just legitimate NES clones. Oh, I'm surprised I'm still awake. Couldn't imagine actually trying to play through these games. I couldn't imagine someone's actually beaten one of these games. There is a Go Gamer portable, well not mainly a portable, but a arcade machine actually. I forgot about that one. I'll have to do that one. But your very stereotypical games, But anyways, this is that one. Let's go get the other one. Alright, here is the second console we're going to be reviewing today. This is the other Dream Gear handheld, as you can see. Put these two side by side with one another. They look nearly identical. However, the red one is a bit thicker. This one I think I like the most out of all the things we reviewed because it has completely original games. No NES ROMs, and the Go Gamer games, they are cool, but these are super original. Like, I've never seen any of these. Mr. Runner, Money Go. I mean, this game's crazy. Bomb Hero. Just Bomberman. Nothing too cool, but I mean, you can place 2 at a time. Fruit Killer. Trying to, I guess, replicate Fruit Ninja, but not the same concept of a game. Yeah, you cut fruit. Bubble Master. Oh, these games are always great. The way he says that is so disgusting. But these kind of games are always fun to me, you know, the pop the bubble games. I think it was called Super Buster Brothers, was what this game's actually based off of. But, you know, I don't have Super Buster Brothers. See, and these copyright, how do they even get away with stuff like that? Like, this has to be so, like, the copyright law. How do they not get sued out of oblivion? Anyways, that's a cool game. Sky Trooper Mission. That was just Homer Simpson. What is this, Spider-Man? This is legitimately just Spider-Man. You know, there was a, I used to go to an orthodontist that had built-in games at the, like, kiosk. You could play games while you wait. It had video games on a tablet, and this was one of the games there. But it looked way better than this. Anyways, I guess we gotta turn it on. Now it's time for action. This is just Plant vs. Zombies. And that's just a Little Mermaid theme. Why was that needed? Bird Hunter? This is just a WarioWare ripoff. This legitimately is a WarioWare ripoff. North Salvation? This is that one Dig Dug game that's kind of a spin-off. Cool, but I don't know. Firefighter. Oh man, Mr. Onion. It's just Kirby. Homeland Defense. Delivery Man. Hero Legend. Did we skip one? Final Escape. You know, just looks like Bomberman. That is just that's Ness. The guy from Earthbound, so I don't know why they aren't being sued out of oblivion. Class? This is just Zuma. I love Zuma, but this is a poor imitation of what it actually should be. You know, and it's like the same games over and over. You know, I guess the same cliche games. I guess this golf game's cool because it's kind of 3D. And this dark game is pretty cool. And I think there's a basketball game. It's just not a good basketball game. Shooting and whiz. That is my like final review though. So here we have the consoles. Let me get them all. These two are Go Gamer portable ripoffs. Wanted to review both of them, say the many Go Gamer ripoffs, but and believe me, there's probably more than these two, but unfortunately this one I would need to plug in, and this one's broken, so I'm not gonna worry about that. These two look very similar, but are very different, especially in size and everything. A Dream Gear, man. My Arcade, DreamGear.net. Wonder if they even still work. You guys keep pumping these out. And I saw two new ones. Put the picture on screen from my local Meijer, and I will be purchasing it sometime soon. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Have a great one.